Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is George and this is SaaS Master. Today we're going to check out Adzooma, which is an ads manager. Now it's going to work for Facebook and Google, but the main difference from Google and Facebook is that Adzooma wants you to save money. In different kind of sense, Google and Facebook wants you to spend more. So that's the main difference from one and another. And I'll show you a quick example of that. Let's just say Facebook, I just received this email. I'm sorry that's in Spanish, but it says that your post is generating great results. So they're telling me to promote it. I mean, does that even make sense? If it's already doing good, why would I want to promote it? It's just those kind of things that make no sense that Adzooma tries to avoid. So they'll give you the same suggestions as Facebook and Google, plus an additional suggestions that they've personally customized. Now, what is Adzooma? Well, Adzooma is the ads manager, and I'm gonna show you really quick that they are, oh, here it is, they're Google partner. So they are premium Google partners, so they actually know what they're doing. To become a premier Google partner is super hard. So let's head on over to the actual dashboard. This is Adzooma dashboard, and like I said in the beginning, it's for Facebook and Google Ads Manager. And right now I already have an account open right here. We are checking the Google Ads for my account. This is this one right here. Now what you see right here spent is Mexico pesos. It's gonna work with your original currency. So if you got euros, dollars, Canadian dollars, or whatever, it's just gonna appear your type of currency that you're actually using on your Google account or Facebook. So that's pretty awesome. And we got the quick opportunities right here. We actually got one right here. And this is the type of things that Adzooma strives for, is saving you time and saving you money. So you got the opportunity here and you can view it. Let's check this out. Let's see details. And this is a good thing. This is time saved 15 minutes. What does that mean? That means if I'd had to go into Google Ads Manager and go to the section, go to this ad specifically, this section, this option, it would take me about 15 minutes. So doing it here would save me that time. So this is what I have to do and add this page if I want to add it. It's super easy and it's super fast, and you just keep getting opportunities in how the time goes and how the ad performs. Now over here, you get the estimate time saved. So if I have a whole bunch of them and I applied, it's gonna tell me how many times I've saved, the impression, clicks, conversions, and money saved. So it gives me all that options. Now you can see here, I have already enabled previous opportunities. You can see these here. I have been using it for about 4 months now, since April. And you can see I've enabled some, I removed some. So some suggestions I take and some I don't. It just depends on me if I want to use it or not. Now that's the opportunities part. We have the dashboard that gives us all the conversions right here. If we can activate, for example, costs, you can see this amount spent on your campaigns, all revenue. The advertisements that I have going, see these? Whole bunch of companies that I got going right here. Whoops, clicked on it. We got the manager. What does a manager do? Well, it gives you a quick overview of the ads right here that you got running, and you can turn them off or turn them on right here without even having to go to Google Ads or Facebook Ads. So let's just say, for example, this one right here. This is the budget, these are the impressions, these are the clicks, and the cost right now is 54 pesos, Mexican pesos. And the average cost is this one. This is a cost per click. And let's just take, for example, you know what? I think that's too expensive. I don't want to pay that amount, and I don't want to take the trouble to go over there and waste time. I'll just, boom, turn it off that. It's that easy, and it's off. I'll turn it back on because I actually want it on. But we actually got more overview here. So if I click here, we got the ad group. This is the ad group. This is the keywords I'm ranking on. I can turn off a specific keyword. So let's just say I got 3 keywords right here. There you go. And let's just say the one that's too expensive, I turn it off. Let's just say I'm not getting clicks on one. That may mean that I don't have the right budget for the clicks, so they're not giving me impressions. So I go check it out. But I got a quick overview of the keywords right here. See that right there? I can actually view the ad right here also. See this? This is what the ad says. It's super easy and super quick to do. It's the time-saving thing that helps you, and the way that you save money also. Next thing we got is the opportunities tab that we saw right now. So these are the best practices. I got this available right now. I'll check it with Calm to see if I will activate it or not. Then we got the automation tab. Now this is a super awesome tool. This is the best tool you could ever have because, and I'll show you that right now. Let's try to add a brand new automation, and we'll give this rule, it's too expensive. I'll just call it that. And what we could do is, first off, we can select the campaign, add group, advertising, or keyword. I'll add the campaign and I'll set it to this one. Next thing we got is the options right here available. So how do we want to configure this automation? Where are we going to get this user data from? This week, last week, this month. So let's just say this week, this information. And we got the if and then and that type of stuff. If you know about that, it's pretty easy. So what I said, what if is, if the impressions equal to this amount, it's going to do this. And then it's going to do the option. All right, so let's check this out. So let's just say if impressions, no, let's just say if cost per click, CPC, is equal to or not equal to or less than or greater than. In this case, I want to set it to greater than because I don't want to spend more on this specific ad. So this greater than, let's say if it's greater than 5 pesos in this case, I can add another condition. So it would do one after another for this one. If I wanted to do if impressions are less than, let's just say impressions are less than 100. Now this one I would use it apart because I don't want to grab it from this week. I would grab it from last week or last month. If impressions are less than 100, I would say tell me what's going on or do something, right? So I can add another condition or remove. I'll do another one just to show you an example right now. Okay, so if cost per click is greater than 5 pesos, I want them to change the budget. Just say change the budget. Do I want to change status? So let's just say, hey, if this ad is performing really costly and it's over this amount of pesos, I want it to get paused. That easy. Notify me and pause. And notify me. So if I want to enable, this would be for another automation. But in this case, hey, if the status is this, do that. Or just leave it to notify. You can change that. Change status, notify me. So let's just say if the cost is greater than 5 pesos, just notify me. All right. Don't do anything. Don't pause it. Don't enable. Don't do anything. Just let me know and I'll log in and see what's going on. Maybe I do have to keep it that way. Maybe I have to raise the budget and maybe I just have to turn it off manually. It just depends how you want to do it. But if you just want to say, hey, you know what? If it's greater than this, just turn it off. You can do that super easy. Another suggestion would be if I grab last week's information and I want to say the impressions. If the impressions are less than 100, I mean, just alert me. Trust me. If an ad it has less than 100 impressions, that means your budget is too low. That means it's the ad is not attractive. It's not getting clicks. Or, I mean, it could be many scenarios. So what I want them is to notify me, or I can change budget. Let's just say I did a test and I put in this ad, I put, you know what? I want 5 pesos, right? And I get 100 impressions. I know something's wrong. So if something goes wrong, I want to change the budget to 7 pesos, right? So that's what I would do. It's going to change it and it's also going to notify me. So I would add that rule automatically. Why is this important? Because maybe you set up an ad on Google, right? And it's not going to activate an automatic. It's going to take some time for them to analyze, check everything's okay, that you're not doing something fishy or spammy or whatever. And it's going to take, so you got to log in back and see what's going on. So I would do these automations and set everything instead of logging back in. Just think of the time that it's going to save you and the money is going to save you to actually, in the example, if it's too expensive, it's going to turn it off. So just by that, it's going to save you money. I had one problem one time and it was with Twitter. I did an ad and I really didn't know how much it was going to charge. And so I launched it. And then what I was knowing, it was like $1.50 per click. And in that case, I didn't want to pay that much. And it just spent all the money. So it spent like $20 or $30, I think, in like that, in like 5 minutes. So if I would have had an automation like this, that wouldn't have happened. And this doesn't happen to me in Google or Facebook with these automations. All right, so that's what automation does, and you can just play around and you can do a whole bunch of automations for each individual ad, or add more to a specific ad. Next thing we got is, oh, let me log back in, sorry. Next thing we have is the reports. We can customize the look of reports. Let's go back to my account. This is my Facebook, you can see that right there. And we'll actually log into this one for this. Now you can see the impressions and all that for Facebook. These are the opportunities. Okay, so what we're doing is head on over to reports, and we got right here, I don't have reports set up right now for the Facebook ones, but let's do one right now. So let's grab a new report, and it's gonna give us a layout. We can have a blank layout and just work from it. So I can add right here, or we can add a specific layout. So let's say this one right here with 4 squares. So we got these 4 squares now. Now what are we gonna do? All right, let's click on it. And this is what we can add. We can add the table, chart, text, or image. And let's just say if I add the image, I would actually be adding a logo. I'll just add this right now. Okay, add to report. There you go. That would be your company logo. Super easy. Next thing I would add is, you know what? I'll add a table. Is it gonna be a campaign? Yeah, let's add this one right here. So this campaign, is it gonna be ad set, adverts, and enter a heading. Oh, can't right there. Add to report. So that these are right there. If I want to add another one, I can add a text, a chart. Let's add a chart now. And I'll do a pie chart for an ad set. And I'll do it for this one right here. Select that. Select metric. Is it going to be impressions? Yeah, let's hope we have some impressions right here so we can see them. And I'll do this month, add report. And these are the impressions right there. And you can see we can customize it, and we can print this after. So you can make your own customizations as you want. So you can give your own reports to your clients. You can add more pages to this, so you can add more reports. You can see page 1, page 2, and you can add your own and customize the reports to your liking. So this is a great option for you to have. Next thing we have right here, well, is the actual companies that we can change. So depending on the plan that you have, you can add the companies right here, and it's gonna give you the ad spend that you can have and all that kind of good stuff. Just go back to this right here. So this is Adzooma. I hope you like what it does. If you guys are interested in grabbing Adzooma, the link is gonna be in the description. If you ask me if it's worth it, of course it is. If you are running ads all the time and you can't be all the time like just sticking to it there, I recommend this and using automation all the time. Okay guys, well, this is Adzooma review and overview. I thank you guys for watching. My name is George and this is SaaS Master. See you guys later.